This is a HeadGum podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Slice, and I'm here to talk to you about today's sponsor, EveryPlate. Experience full plates and fuller wallets with America's best value meal kit. It's EveryPlate. EveryPlate makes home cooking easy and affordable as a much cheaper alternative to takeout, but just as delicious. Think of it this way. One meal from EveryPlate is the same price as one cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. That's what you drink in the morning. That's not a meal. This is a little drink of coffee with some cream in it and sugar. That doesn't fill you up. But a meal from EveryPlate fills you up. It fills you up good. Getting dinner on the table used to be a challenge. Now, let EveryPlate plan, shop, and deliver everything you need to cook a delicious meal at a delightful price. And take it from me, Mr. Slice, it is easy because I made these things with my mom. And guess what? I was cooking up a storm. I was chopping things up, tossing them in a bowl, tossing them in the oven. My mom was impressed. She gave me a little gold star, and I felt good about myself. It was great. So take it from me that not only is it easy, but it's delicious, and it's at a much lower price point. You're going to say, how can it be delicious and so cheap? I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it works. It tastes great. It's easy to do, and it comes in at a much lower price point than other meal delivery kits. EveryPlate offers a changing menu of 14 recipes per week, featuring a range of flavors and ingredients, so you'll never get bored. And like I said, it was so easy I could do it. There's easy-to-follow recipe cards and pre-portioned ingredients, so you can spend less time prepping and cooking and more time enjoying good food with family or loved ones. In my case, my mama. And guess what, Doughboys listeners? You can try EveryPlate today for just $1.99 per meal, plus an additional 20% off your next 2 boxes by going to everyplate.com and entering the code Doughboys199. That's everyplate.com and enter the code Doughboys199. That's the numbers, 199. And you can try EveryPlate for just $1.99 per meal, plus an additional 20% off. That's up to a $100 value. Just go ahead and do it, baby.
You probably don't know the names Crispin, Porter, and Bogosky. But if you were watching American commercial television in the aughts, you were no doubt exposed to their work. The trio's eponymous ad agency first made a splash in 1999 with their teen-driven anti-tobacco Truth campaign. Buoyed by this success, these dot-com-era madmen cravenly pivoted from protecting to harming the health of Americans by accepting a trio of fast food clients: Arby's, Domino's, and the second biggest burger chain in the world, the Regal Pepsi to McDonald's Coke. Under their guidance, the hamburger sandwich restaurant completely reinvented its brand from dull, staid, also-ran to self-aware edgelord, chiefly through their rebooted, internet-ready mascot, a plastic-headed monarch named the King, no doubt inspired by the success of Jack in the Box's CEO Jack ads. Outside of his meta, often unsettling TV commercials, a harbinger for the future of ads in general, the King even starred in a trio of promotional video games developed in concert with fellow agency client Microsoft, vehicle action titles Big Bumpin' and Pocket Bike Racer, and stealth surprise meal simulator Sneak King. Today, the chain's advertising is overseen by a new agency, McGarry Bowen, and the firm of Crispin, Porter, and Bogosky has dissolved altogether. But the King mascot still reigns, as does the tonal shift in advertising towards irony and self-awareness that roughly began with his coronation. This week on Doughboys, we return, for the 5th time, to Burger King. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host. He's not wimpy, but he'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a war today, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Jesus Christ.
Long road there. We're at the end of the month.
Long road.
That's from Human Person, who wrote, love the Doathon, be well, kings, roastspoonman@gmail.com. Little Popeye nod.
I'm trying to think of that's the Key West Bridge, Wags. That's how long of a road that is.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was trying to think of a bridge other than Golden Gate, and then I was just like, I'll just say Golden Gate. That's the Golden Gate right there. Oh, Terabithia. There you go.
The bridge. God damn it. What is a long road? Isn't there a Denzel Washington movie that's The Road to Perdition? No, that's Tom Hanks.
That's Tom Hanks.
It's Tom Hanks. Yeah.
There's a long and winding road that Paul McCartney sings about.
That long
could have been it.
and winding road. Lovely ditty.
Wise, I've never seen you respond to music in that way before. I feel like you usually just are you take a pass on music for the most part. Everyone knows this.
I'll hit you with a ditty if it's just if it's that specific. I'll be like, all right, okay, I know that one.
Yeah.
Like if you know the name of the song.
I know the name of the song, and the name of the song is a lyric in the song. I'll give you that.
The titular line, you'll sing that.
We're living on the edge. Yep, that's the
That's the song. Living on the edge.
The facts of life. The facts of life. Like that's,
Now, Wags, our guest is, I mean, he's one of the greats. And look, Nick, you're wasting his time by having him on the podcast, Nick.
Time is money, baby. You know what I mean?
You're blaming me.
Yes, this is your
for
fault.
Booking today's guest. All right, I guess in a way, sure.
Well, I don't want you to take credit for that either. So now I'm kind of in a weird spot where I want to take credit for getting the guest. But then also, it's your fault that we're wasting this time and we're doing this. I guess it is your fault that we're doing the podcast at all.
Sure.
You approached me and you said, please, let's work together. Please.
Throw me a bone here.
Please, Mitch, I need that Mitch energy. I said, all right, Wags, what do you want to do? You said, podcast about food. I was like, all right, sounds kind of fun. Here we are. It's a phenomenon.
Can we please record at your apartment? Can I drive over and record at your apartment every week?
Look, we got a fantastic start. I just got to say, howdy-ho to Spoon Nation. I don't want to do it. He's going to think I'm a hack. We already are hacks.
Right.
Like, is that like I know that I'm doing it. Like, I know I'm saying howdy ho. Does that make it any less hacky?
I mean,
silence?
I don't know.
That's it? Just silence?
Is self-awareness an excuse for anything? I don't know. I think that's like kind of the, that's what they do with commercials these days, right? Everything's got like a veneer of irony, a veneer of self-awareness to sort of I know it's random.
Yeah. Flo is like, are you kidding me? Blossom, and then Blossom is there.
Then Blossom shows up, but then but it's Blossom from Powerpuff Girls, and they're like, "Ooh, you thought we were talking about me and Bialik?"
But we were not. We got you, and then credits.
And credits, and then you have to watch 5 minutes of credits for insurance commercial. But there's some Easter eggs in there that you don't want to miss.
Little post-credit sequence.
As a part of the progressive team, Lags, I'm very proud of all of our commercials.
You're one of the field judges.
The yard markers, and by the way, I went on YouTube last night. I was like, I should look and put this on a reel or whatever. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone forever.
Scrubbed.
They're gone. They're scrubbed. They're in the abyss of the internet. The progressive is distancing themselves from the yard markers. Anyways,
this sounds like the beginning of a documentary.
Finding the yard markers.
Exactly.
Me and Neil Barton, great guy. All right, here is a little drop. Sorry, Sam. Sorry for you. Look, you haven't even announced them, and I'm sorry. Here's a little drop. Here's the drop. Oh, fuck. I didn't share the audio. Oh, fuck.
This is a disaster.
Yeah. And honestly, this is maybe our best episode so far.
This is going great.
All right, here we go. Here, Wags, is a little drop.
died from a bee sting? What are you talking about? You know a remedy to stop the sting? Dad jizz.
Go Birds. Go Birds. Just when I'm like,
I don't know.
oh, we're hacky and bad, and then we play that song. What the fuck? What is that? What choice is that, Drop King? What the fuck is that shit? Hi, Mitch.
You could listen to these in advance.
Made this drop.
Oh, immediate call out. That's a volley. That's what we call that one. Oh, backhand.
Look, he wanted to take over the drop inbox, and I let him take over the drop inbox. Made this drop last year and have sent it in a few times, but now it's more timely than ever. Fuck the Celtics. Why are you sending this, Drop King? Shane at On the Shane Train on Twitter. Yes, because when you think of bad cities, it's only Boston. Philadelphia doesn't even get in there. You pieces of shit in Philadelphia. Philly is a more asshole city than Boston, I say.
I remember there was a hitchhiking robot, Hitchbot, that hitchhiked all the way across Canada. Mm-hmm. And then it got to Philadelphia, and then it was going to traverse back from east to west back across the US and go across North America twice. It gets to Philadelphia in the US, and a bunch of drunk Eagle fans just beat the shit out of it. Completely busted. And they're just like it's done.
Wags, good point.
Yeah.
I respect Philadelphia.
In case you go there again, don't get roboted.
Yeah, Wagger, you're fucking screwed when you step into that city, Wags.
Yeah,
they got my number.
You're ready to get steel smelted.
Wags, Philadelphia, they've thrown shit at Santa and they beat up robot. You and I are fucked if we go there. That's like they have it out for us.
There? We did go there.
Yeah, we went there and they were drunk as hell.
It was fine. They were drunk as hell, but it was fine.
They were very drunk, yeah.
Government mandated drunk. They have to be.
But you know what? It didn't beat the city of our guest, the hometown of our guest.
What a segue. Returning to the show, from Veep, Detroiters, Werewolves Within, and I Think You Should Leave, and the new film, The Tomorrow War, which is streaming July 2nd, appropriately enough, tomorrow on Amazon Prime. Sam Richardson. Hi, Sam.
Hey, guys.
Sam, you got all the good entertainment. Everything that's coming out that's good, Sam's in it. It's just a fact.
You're in all of it.
And there's a reason for it. And also, by the way,
I made a wish on a genie, and I got 2 more wishes.
I think it was a monkey paw because you had to meet me and spend time with me.
It's true. I kept on wishing on the thumb, and I was like, you shouldn't.
Sam, I gotta say, I said from a better city, and then I realized as I was saying that during the Doughboys Detroit show, a man did try to come on stage. It is the one incident that we had where someone tried to come on stage, and it was very
gnarly.
It was very.
If you gave him a microphone, I guarantee it would have been the best show. You guys messed up. My man was trying to enhance.
That's more speaking for our show in general, but you know what? It was still a good show. We went to Buddies and Jets.
Oh yeah.
And Sam? What are you? Are you a Buddies or a Jets guy? Is that? I mean, an annoying question, I'm sure.
Annoying. I mean, that's hard. I mean, I love Jets pizza, but I also love Buddies pizza. You know, I'm a Buddies pizza guy. Ooh, that's dangerous.
Wow.
I can't say actually. That's big talk. Because truly, I'm a Jets pizza guy, but I've eaten more Buddies over the course of my Detroit life. You know what I mean?
They're so good and so close, but they are you can taste the difference, but they're both fucking fantastic. They're great.
Truly.
Yeah. Get this Chicago deep dish shit out of here. Detroit style.
It's a lasagna. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Chicago deep dish lasagna is not even barely a pizza.
People are gonna get mad. They get our Chicagoan fans are. It's not a lasagna. They're gonna fucking tweet at us that it's not a lasagna.
It's not a lasagna, jardinera. It's a lasagna.
Giardiniera, look, that is good. You should be
It's
proud of
great.
that. Deep dish pizza is fine if you're in the mood for it. We went to Pequod's. We had the best. That's the best in Chicago. And I think Detroit pizza is just better. It's a better style.
It's a
That's what I
better
was going to
style.
say. It's like an everyday pizza.
Look, if you're in Chicago and you are Garfield and you're trying to find a cure for the Mondays, go ahead and have a deep dish.
Sure.
Because it's lasagna.
If you're in Chicago and you get yourself a deep dish pizza, you might be a Garfield.
You might be a Garfield. If you are in Chicago and you got a little friend next to you named Odie and he's trying to serve you there a lasagna, you might just be a Garfield.
If you're in Chicago and you have an owner named John and it's unclear whether he can understand your thoughts as dialogue or not, you might be a Garfield.
If you're in Chicago and he has put a little animal in a box and try to send it to Timbuktu, that little animal's name is Nermal, you just might be a Garfield.
If you were at the vet one time and your owner John maybe drank a cup of cum, you might be a Garfield. I don't know if people have seen.
And also, you're in Chicago. That's part of it.
That's part of being in
Oh,
Chicago.
you're in Chicago. Why? You know that strip where John.
Oh yeah,
drinks.
the infamous strip.
Mm.
He's at the vet. He's with Liz. John's on again, off again GF, and he drinks a cup, and then Liz is like, "Congratulations, Mr. Arbuckle, you're pregnant with a litter of puppies."
Oh, yeah.
So he drinks dog
The implication is clearly dog cum. And I don't know why they have it at the vet, but they have it.
Well, you're probably some sort of illegal activity trying to, is it Odie's?
Could be Odie's.
It could be
I
Odie's.
think in the world of Garfield, Odie is like a purebred something like nice. You know what I mean?
Right, like a designer
Yes, he
dog.
looks like a wacky cartoon, but then look at John Arbuckle's eyes. Those aren't normal either. So I think Odie is like a fucking like terrier, like a show dog.
Right.
Mm.
Like a
I like
Dandy
that.
Dinmont or something.
Exactly.
And so so what you're angling at here, Sam? Now correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Is that like John was trying to drink this dog cum? It was kind of intentional.
I think John probably was trying to sell this dog cum,
Okay.
drank it, and then had egg on his face.
Yeah. Got confused with his cup of coffee. And then
Right.
now he's like, I just swallowed $10,000.
That's
What a
right.
fucking
And
idiot.
10,000 little doggies.
I was thinking back on our first episode. Sam, you were lovely enough to give us your time in
the cat cum
Atlanta, in
episode,
Hotlanta.
right? Where we talked about cat
Yes.
cum for a good chunk of
That's
time.
right. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
cat cum.
I had
Kind of a
just
spiritual sequel.
if you remember correctly, I was just at the vet and I accidentally had drank a cup of Wally's cum.
You say accidentally, but
Yeah, you made
That one you had
quotes
to
with your
twist over
fingers.
you had to twist the cap open, and
Had I just read that comic strip and maybe used it as an excuse, maybe there's a chance. But what did we review with Sam in Atlanta? We did,
Crystal.
Oh, Crystal.
We did
Wow.
Crystal.
That is
Yeah.
those pictures. There's pictures of Crystal that like haunt my phone still. I'll be scrolling through because I'll like want to show people pictures that like my mom and sister pictures of Tomorrow War or whatever for the 1,000th time. And I'm scrolling through and then there's just a mini hot dog on like a piece of white bread. I'm like, ugh, like what is that? And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Crystal. The night
Just
I
Crystal.
ruined your night and took you and Jen D'Angelo, the great Jen D'Angelo, to Crystal.
just a found food restaurant, truly. Everything in there is just thrown together. It shows up in my phone also of like remember where you were 1 year ago, and it's just truly not. It doesn't photograph well, doesn't taste well,
No.
doesn't photograph well to the eyeballs in person.
Mm-mm. And the human photograph of the eyes just looking at it, it looks like shit. I feel like we were probably nicer to it than we even should
I
have
think
been.
we were like even looking back, I have no fond memories of it. Like
Yeah.
not a fond memory.
I mean, and also that feels like 1,000 years ago. I haven't really seen you since Atlanta. Since
I
Is
know.
that true?
it's been I mean since Atlanta we went on tour wags when I got back here
That's
after
right.
we wrapped, and Sam, I didn't see you. You know, it was like, oh, I'll go out and have a drink with you at some point in the next couple months. No, a full year, nothing.
A full year. I went and did a couple movies. I did a couple movies actually.
Yeah, you were doing Werewolves Within.
And which was so much fun. But then I got back into the world shutdown. Like it was.
Oh right.
We did reshoots and stuff on this in January of 19. Is that right? January of 19 or January? I think 20? So. January of 20. Right?
No. I think so.
Yeah, it must have been because you were filming Tomorrow War in 2019, right?
Yes. So it was January of 20.
And so, okay.
So that's the last time we saw each other. We'll text and stuff. But like, last time I saw you in person, last time I saw most people in person was in January. And then
fucking crazy.
Everything. But then I fixed it when I came up with the vaccine.
Yeah. Thanks, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my duty.
I should have had that in the credits. I don't know why I didn't list that.
In fact, I shouldn't have brought it up.
The man who cured Corona. Look, I gotta say, you got a lot of stuff coming out. It will make people happy.
That's true.
I think you should leave season 2. Detroiters, you got a lot of stuff, but there's something I gotta ask you about with Werewolves Within.
Yes, sir.
Now, a silver bullet will kill a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
If a werewolf drinks a Coors Light, what happens?
He tastes the Rockies.
I was wondering, Nick, if a silver bullet beer would also kill a werewolf.
Yeah,
and now we know.
Yeah, I think
Sam is logged off. No, everyone gave that as much time. Everyone gave that as much time as it deserved. Sam, we got to ask you, what during all this time locked up, you and I, we ate some great meals. Me, you, and D'Angelo, Samantha, our producer Samantha. We ate a lot of great meals together.
Yeah, we sure did.
And we love to eat. You're a guy who loves to eat.
I really do.
What did you do? What were you doing this last year? You like going out to restaurants? You like eating? Were you doing a lot of Postmates, or what did you do for the year and a half? How did you handle it?
There was a lot of Postmates, but then also I signed up for one of those meat delivery programs. I did a couple of them, and I would just grill a lot and just eat a lot of meat. So I ate a lot of red meat, and I killed maybe about 7 cows.
Oh, wow.
But they all went to a good place, which is my guts in the toilet.
You're saying you ate that meat, but then also you went out and murdered cows just on your own, right?
Yeah. So I ate the meat, and then I would go and murder. I would stalk, quote unquote, or serial kill, quote unquote, these cows. I wore a little costume. I call myself the anti-mover. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's workshopping it, but that's kind of what my image was.
It was a Hamburglar costume. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it was all dots. It was like a cow thing.
Okay.
So very much heavily borrowed from the Hamburglar. So the hat, the mask. I would say rabble rabble, but I would say ruble because in the theme. And then I would just go out and murder these cows. Which, what a shame, the Hamburglar. He made his entire identity being a criminal, a thief. He wears he wears prisoner clothes, and it's a nice suit, and he made it into this prison uniform. He can't be reformed. You can't reform that.
I 100% agree with this, and also you should be more inconspicuous. You should change into something that's not going to get you caught. Exactly. I know why, because I know you're going to get up. By the way, ruble is that's the Russian Hamburglar. That's what a Russian Hamburglar says.
Ruble is a bank mascot in there.
Just the actual burglar. He's just the regular burglar.
He's just a banker. Ruble.
Wags, I know you're getting upset. I know that you love the hunk You love the hunk Hamburglar. I don't want to.
Yeah, I was
going to
bring up the sexy Hamburglar, but I googled him real quick, and he is. I thought his wardrobe was a little bit different, but no, he does have the classic prison black and whites. He's still got the jumpsuit. It's very very conspicuous.
So
yeah.
Well, I bet for him it's like a sexy bad boy thing.
I'm sure, yeah, with the mask and everything.
Exactly, like I imagine like a Vin Diesel like 10 years ago type. It's like a pinstriped tank top and pants.
Yeah,
he's like rebel family.
He's showing off his arms a little bit. Why? Because when you went to Google sexy Hamburglar, did your web browser just fill it in? Was it an autofill for Google? When you push www.g, was it Google plus search results sexy Hamburglar?
Once I typed the S in there, yeah, it knew what to do. Knew where I was headed. It's he's an odd figure. I mean, all the McDonald's characters are pretty on the nose. For some reason I had remembered the Hamburglar with a hamburger head, which would have been an extra layer of weirdness. But no, he's just got a big wide head.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Burger King,
or Mayor McCheese.
That's what it was. Mayor McCheese. He was another McDonald's figure. And I mean, he should have been afraid of the Hamburglar. Because, like, this man is a kidnapper.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah, he should be the most. Yeah, he should be the most afraid of the Hamburglar.
And like,
trying to steal his head.
He has the power to like put things in order to stop the Hamburglar from running rampant in this town.
You'd think it'd be his top priority.
It must be a deal where he's like, just don't come for me, man. You can take anything you want. Just don't come for my head.
Corrupt.
Oh, exactly. Wow. Maybe Hamburglar's like, like trust fund money. Like he's old money in McDonald's land. So like they know they can't really touch him. That's why he can be so conspicuous about everything. You know,
his real name is like Ennis Hamburglar the Fourth.
Exactly.
His dad founded the local university.
Exactly.
But when I was doing improv, I was working.
Say is rabble rabble. So.
When I was doing UCB classes, I was working though. I was working at Starbucks. All right, shut up, Hamburglar.
Okay, yeah.
Shut up, Hamburglar.
Now, Wags, I just want to quickly say that you said that he has a pretty wide head. I feel like all the McDonald's characters, including Mayor McCheese, just have normal sized heads. Personally, from my point of view.
Oh boy,
the shoulder to head ratio of Mitch.
Where to begin?
Also, you know what I want to see? I want to see sexy Grimace. You gave us sexy Hamburglar. Give us the big boy. Give us a big sexy big boy.
Yeah, put some extra curves on that bad boy.
Yeah,
let's see,
Mitch. I think you just cast yourself.
There's got to be a process. We need to see many people. We can't just it can't be the first guy who calls it gets to be it. That's not how this can work. All right.
I wish.
I wish too, but let's do our due diligence here. Let's find the perfect person for the job, and it could be you. I think it will be you. But
I have a leg up on a lot of people because my feet are often purple. Most of my extremities are usually.
Sam, I wanted to ask you, this episode's coming out in July. It's our first July episode, July 4th, right around the corner. Are you a big cookout guy? You mentioned grilling earlier.
I love to grill. I love to be out by the pool. I love having people over. I love fireworks, you know? So yeah, I'm a big cookout guy. What are your favorite meats to grill? I love to grill a steak. I'll grill a New York strip, a porterhouse. I'll grill lamb chops. I'll grill a spatchcock chicken.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
I love to grill and I love to eat food. So those two things. I love fire. So the idea of like making food with fire is perfect.
I don't want to call a live action Beavis for you, but it seems like it could be perfect. The man loves fire.
You know what I mean? Of course, again, it has to go through the process. I can't just say, I want to be live action Beavis, and then it happens. No. What if a better Beavis is out there? We take that from the world.
That's fair. That's fair. I like that. I'm calling Grimace though. Anyways, Sam, lamb chops. You got. It sounds like you got skills on the grill, but you also like a different type of cookout. One of our last meals together, we went through the cookout drive-through. I don't know if you remember that. We got ourselves some cookout, which as a place that I'm just baffled that doesn't have. It just is so weird to me that doesn't have spots outside of like the southeast, right? Like it's I never see it anywhere else.
I don't know why that is. I mean, I think maybe the era of that food also that sort of like hodgepodge of just like kind of it's like a diner, but fast food diner behind a counter. And I don't know if like the era of that food, like being fast food, is kind of like you probably couldn't get a foot set anywhere else now unless where it was and where it's been. But,
I love it.
I loved it too.
That shit is great. That's the thing of here, Nick Wags of Astro Burger or whatever. Like I love that Astro Burger exists and that you can just go there and get a Greek salad and whatever else you want, like a grilled chicken sandwich that's made like prepared as you're in the drive-through, which is awesome.
Yeah, this is a local micro chain in LA, a diner / burger sort of hybrid. There's a lot of those out here. But Cookout we reviewed when we were doing our month of Atlanta chains. We reviewed it with our buddies Jesse and Mike, and I thought it was great. I thought Sam
is wondering why we gave him Crystal and then went to Cookout with other people.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you took me to eat in the toilet and you left the other ones eat at the friggin' Queen's Palace.
Yeah,
we fucked
up.
Right.
We fucked up.
But I loved it. Here's what I loved about it. You can get a corn dog as a side. You can get a quesadilla as a side. You know, maybe don't want fries or tots. You want a corn dog. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few reasons why not, but the fact that they can, is great. I'll have a steak, and as a side, I'll have a smaller steak.
Hey, speaking of chains, we're discussing Burger King this week. And Sam, I understand you have a family connection to BK, if I have the correct intel. But also, you have one of your IMDb credits is Mary J. Blige unaired Burger King commercial. Can you comment on that at all?
So my dad used to work for Burger King Corporation. This is before I was born, and he like built the first Burger King in Harlem.
That's amazing.
I haven't used this power yet, but I think I can just walk into that Burger King and demand food I can just go behind the counter and just kind of take what I want and take cash out of the register. I think I haven't tested that out yet, but I'm pretty sure if I'm ever strapped for cash, you just go grab it from the register at Burger King in Harlem.
Just say ruble.
I say ruble, maybe like wrong store. I'm like, nah, that's exactly. This is an inside job. And then I'm out of there. The Ocean's 11, but Burger King.
That is such a the first Burger King in Harlem, right? That's amazing. That's such a cool. That's one of the coolest connections in Doughboys history. Wags, we had the guy who worked at the first Domino's,
right?
Oh shit, yeah.
And then your dad had the first Burger King in Harlem. Did he ever tell you what it was like when he was working there? Or I mean, it must have been a crazy thing when a new fast food chain, especially then. I feel like when you're like, wow, like a Burger King is in my area or a McDonald's when they weren't before. It's a crazy thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, this was in the like mid early 70s, right? So and I think he like worked on the corporate side of it, but like he doesn't really tell stories about that. You know how people don't talk about the war? I think he also doesn't talk about his time at BK Harlem.
That's right. Wags knows that it's hard for me to talk about the Tomorrow War. For me, it's like it's a hard thing to bring up.
It's crazy because that hasn't even happened yet.
Sam, have you ever visited this? Have you visited the Burger King in Harlem?
I have not.
Wow.
Because I mean, it's not like it was like my dad's like own restaurant. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was. he just like was responsible for constructing it and building it and all that, and then running its operations, and then retired from Burger King and moved back to Detroit.
Wow.
Well, the Doughboys are going to swindle you into some sort of live appearance at that Burger King Harlem.
Done. And I'll show up.
You're wrangled in.
Another monkey paw finger curls.
This one's a very long fingernail. Too long. Hideously. Trim it.
We'll be back with more Doughboys. Hey, you. What interferes with your happiness? Is something preventing you from achieving your goals? For me, it's my own anxiety and indecision, mixed with some insomnia in there. Well, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient, and you can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can find the particular expertise you need online. Don't limit yourself to the counselors located near you, wherever you happen to live. And hey, those licensed professional counselors are specialized in areas like depression, anger, stress, family conflicts, relationships, and self-esteem. Anything you share is, of course, confidential. Can you imagine if it wasn't? What kind of service would that be? It's confidential. It's convenient, professional, and affordable, and you can check out the testimonials posted daily on their site. Again, it is not a crisis line. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. Maybe your problem is you don't know all the 50 states. I'm not sure if they can help you with that, but hey, bring it up. Maybe they can. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/doughboys. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/doughboys. Summer's coming. Some would say summer is here already. But Mitch, are you ready to unveil your beach bod?
I don't know if I'm ever ready for that, Wags.
Yeah, me neither.
Especially because I got a big problem.
What's the problem?
Pubes.
Oh, yeah, that's an issue. Well, you're in luck. Our friends at Manscaped just launched their 4th generation performance package, which includes the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. The 4.0. Complement your summer bod with a trim from the leaders in male grooming. No more meddlesome pubes. Get them out of here.
Yeah, last thing I want is to walk into the ocean and then the entire ocean gets sopped up into my pillowy pubes.
What if there's a jellyfish? You could get stung.
Ah, shit. Ah, the jellyfish is stinging my tiny dick. I'm going to yell up and down the beach.
Yeah. And then but it feels kind of good, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So
Fuck.
I better go back in the ocean.
It's making me feel anything down there. Anything.
The sun is shining and calling your name, fellas. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for Hot Guy Summer. That's right, Hot Guy Summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Doughboys.
You know what? The type of hot guy summer I like the most? Guy Fieri. That's a hot guy. He's hot in the kitchen, cooking us up some meals. I like it.
He sure is. And just hot generally.
Yeah,
that look works for me.
He looks great.
We should get that look. We should both get Fieri makeovers.
As Chaz Duffy, I did have a Guy Fieri look, and I looked bad.
I thought you looked great.
It's not easy to pull off. Wags, let's get back to the Manscaped because I don't want to be the freak who starts getting into a jellyfish fetish.
Yeah, what I was going to say, the issue with your performance is the Guy Fieri analog, Chaz Duffy, is it was your damn pubes.
The pubes are out of control.
Fieri would never have pubes that untamed. You know, you've ever hurt yourself while trimming below the belt, or you had some sort of ball trimming incident? I certainly have. But Manscaped has helped my confidence. I don't have to worry about some sort of foible going on down there. It's time to bundle up with a Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmers, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies.
Wow. And by goodies, we mean balls.
First off, the new Performance Package 4.0 includes the new Lawnmower 4.0. This trimmer is insane, and I dare to say the GOAT of ball trimmers. Yeah, I said it. The GOAT of ball trimmers.
Wow.
GOAT.
Does that mean it can eat up a tin can?
I mean, you could try. I bet this thing, with this thing's precision blades, I'm pretty sure it could mow through an empty tin can.
Wow, the GOAT title seems fuck. The GOAT title works both ways on 2 levels.
Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multi-function on-off switch, can engage a travel lock, and gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? In the shower or in the wild, or maybe even in the ocean, Mitch. And from your chest pubes all the way down to your ball fro, the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best trimmer for you.
Wags, I'm going to drop my Lawnmower 4.0 in the ocean and have a school of jellyfish clean up my pubes.
Seem pretty obsessed with this jellyfish thing at this point.
No.
Want to take your grooming game even further to the next level? The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker to chop your worst weeds up top in your nose and ear. We talk about gnarly pubes, but nose hair and ear hair is no picnic. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof and uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual-blade system. This nose and ear hair trimmer provides proprietary skin-safe technology which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tucks in those delicate holes.
Hey, we don't want to prevent nicks like you.
Aw, that's nice, Mitch.
The bad nicks.
That's right. Wait, so not like me?
Actually, I think it's you too.
Seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations. Before heading outside, use Crop Preserver ball deodorant to keep you on your game in the heat. Then after trimming the lawn and whacking the weeds in the heat, give your beach balls a boost and use Crop Reviver. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. Bring your comfort in boxers to another level.
Wow. What a deal, Wags.
And get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Doughboys at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Doughboys at manscaped.com. Escape the shrubs and weeds this summer and shine with Manscaped.
Wags, let's go catch a wave. Whoa. The wave is made of pubes.
Welcome back to Doughboys. We're here with our guest, Sam Richardson, discussing Burger King for the 5th time. Burger King, founded in 1953 as Insta Burger King in Jacksonville, Florida, now owned by Restaurant Brands International.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say for
what
the
do you
5th
mean?
time. It just belittles it. It just makes it seem worse.
Oh, wait, you guys have done this before?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, well, all right.
Way to go, Wags.
No, it's
Burger
Well,
King.
wait, are we going to lie to our guest that we're doing
Burger
this
King-
for the first time?
Burger King won with Sam Richardson.
For the
Wags.
first time. We're covering it
that's
for
right.
the first time. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
I'll never
no,
listen,
it's-
so.
It's good.
How would we know?
I'm sure I'll say something new about Burger King that nobody's ever said before in the 4 previous ones.
Well, I do know you have an opinion about Burger King, which I think is probably new.
Interesting.
I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's get into it here. By the way,
Yeah.
it was called Insta Burger King. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I heard that too. My father never told me about this.
The original name was Insta Burger King.
Insta Burger King.
Insta Burger King.
They dropped the Insta. They Sean Parkered it. Just went to Burger King. It's cleaner.
Yeah, it's a good Sean Parker.
Like, I don't understand the input. It was just like this one guy just insisting. It was like, it's quick. We gotta say Insta.
I assume that's what happened.
The
Yeah.
Insta.
It's like 2
Yeah,
names. Insta Burger
it's
is
too
one
much.
thing.
Mhm.
Burger King is another thing. Like
Yeah.
I would even like if somebody named a restaurant Insta Burger, I'd be like, oh, that's great. That's a great name. That means I go get
Yeah.
it quick. Insta Burger King, it means there's a bunch of other Insta Burgers, and this one's like the king of them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a hat on a hat. It's Unga Pachka, if you will. A little too
All
much. But thankfully, they
Unga Pachka.
simplified it.
It is in Gopachka. You know what, Wags? I bet you people wish that this was called Insta Doughboys. I bet you people wish that this show was over quicker. It was just fast and done.
Oh, no. People
Didn't have to
love
listen
this
for
shit.
fucking 2 hours.
No. People want to live in the muck. They want just like a big ocean of mud.
People deserve trash. They
true.
deserve to live in refuse.
That's the log line of Doughboys, basically.
Here's an interesting bit of corporate intrigue, which is that I mentioned it's owned by Restaurant Brands International, which owns Tim Hortons. People know this, but also has acquired Popeyes. So right now there's the chicken sandwich wars, and others have commented on this. But Burger King has the Chiking chicken sandwich, which is their entry into the chicken sandwich wars, but they're essentially competing against themselves, their other label Popeyes, under the same corporate ownership.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
I did not know. That's wild. There was a funny meme online yesterday. Fucking boring old fuck. Fucking boring. And it was something about
It was
about
a
capital.
cat, and the cat was like looking mean.
It was something about capitalism and being like the capital, like it got us this chicken sandwich, and then like there was a thing where it showed like how every single sandwich shop had capitalism will dictate like what is on the market or whatever. Look, I'm doing a horrible job, but then it just showed how every single.
You really painted this picture, this meme. It's better than seeing it in person.
And then it showed a picture of every single fast food chain having a chicken sandwich. Like, we didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for every single fast food restaurant to have a chicken sandwich. That being said, I'll get into it. I got one, and I've had it once before, but I got one. But I got to go back to this thing I teased with Sam. Now, I'm not sure I'm not sure which is the thing you told me, but I know it's either this. It's either A, the Whopper is better than the Big Mac, or B, it's maybe A and B, or B, Burger King is better than McDonald's.
Wow, two hot takes.
It was A. I think Burger King, the Whopper wins the fast food burger war. It's like, as far as like that tier of burger goes, the Burger King Whopper is the best across the board. Wow. You know what I mean? Like among Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., all that tier of burger, the Whopper best. Flame broiled patty, cheese, the mayo, it's perfect. It's the best burger. It's not the best. Burger King does not win the burger the restaurant wars. Because for fries alone, McDonald's wins that because the McDonald's fry is untouchable. It's stood the test of time. If you think about French fries, truly, you're thinking about a McDonald's fry. Right. But Burger King, the best burger. The Whopper, the best burger.
Yeah, I like it. I like where you're going with it. I don't 100% agree, but
then you're wrong.
I got myself a double Whopper, which I don't usually do. And we'll get into our food in a second here, Wags, but biting into that bad boy, Sam, you're right. Just that the flame broiled taste of it. If it's a well done Whopper, if you go to the right Burger King, it really hits. It's really, really fantastic.
Yep.
Yes, I think the take would have been, I might have been a little bit less receptive to the take when this podcast began, but having with all the Whoppers I've had, and especially this year as I've stopped eating meat and I've been eating the Impossible Whopper, which is a complete game changer in vegetarian fast food, I am coming around to the take, and honestly, I might get there someday because that Impossible Whopper is so good, and the Whopper, I mean, just the default Whopper, it's delicious, it's delightful.
It's good. It's the God. I would dare you to try and like think of the 3 worst Whoppers you've tasted. You know what I mean? Like even if the whole experience is bad, the Whopper itself, you're like, all right, well this one at least is a good bite.
Yeah.
I like that Whopper a lot, and the Wags, like you were just saying, the Impossible Whopper. It's huge. Whopper. It's so huge. Good. It's huge for them. I think, like we've said on the podcast before, that Burger King is location dependent. That's a huge part of it. That's sure. And so I specifically made a trip up to the Valley for I went to the Back to the Future Burger King.
Oh.
Which, fits the theme of the month, the Tomorrow War month.
Right.
They traveled 30 years in Back to the Future. They also traveled 30 years. They traveled. Marty goes 30 years back in time to nearly fuck his mom.
Yeah.
Which wise we said a week or so ago that he should have done it. He should have just pulled the trigger.
He was gonna.
I mean, yeah.
He knew
I think
there
you
was a
said
camera on
that.
him, so he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Back to the Future, Burger King. You're talking to Valley Burger King. You're gonna get some good Burger Kings in the Valley,
Yeah,
and that's just what this was. Drive-through only. Not, and it wasn't open up. So I went through the drive-through, and I got myself a double Whopper with cheese. Something that I don't. I usually go single Whopper. But I was like, I'm gonna try a double Whopper. I want to see if maybe I'm a double Whopper guy. And you know what? I think I maybe enjoy the single Whopper better. I think the Whopper with cheese just is just like the perfect amount of meat. I don't think you need the other patty.
I would agree.
But I got to say, it was very good.
It
was very
good.
good.
A double Whopper, and like I'm a fan of a bang for your buck kind of. You get, but a double Whopper is so big, you have a hard time finishing it. Because it's just so there's so much because Burger King gives you so much value for your money. Is what I'm saying.
It is. There is a good bang for your buck. I got a shit ton. I also got myself a frozen strawberry Fanta, which is kind of like the frozen treat. And let me tell you, it was really good. It was, I really enjoyed this. It was a hot day. I was driving around. I liked this frozen strawberry Fanta. The double Whopper was a meal. I got that large with fries and a Diet Coke, which, I already had the sugary drink. Mm-hmm. And then I got a couple apps. And this is something that Burger King implemented probably even 20 years ago, 15 years ago, where they have mozzarella sticks and they also have jalapeno cheddar bites.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I got some ranch and some marinara dipping sauce for both of those. The jalapeno cheddar bites are straight up good. I think the jalapeno cheddar bites I loved them. I think that I got a fresh hot batch. I thought they were great. The mozzarella sticks, not as much. They were a little stale. Like they're the ones that I think with Burger King just in general, you got to eat it pretty quick or it goes stale. There was about a 15-minute window from when I was driving to when I got home. Mm-hmm. But the mozzarella sticks, they're just I don't think they're ever going to be as good as you want from a regular mozzarella stick. You're never going to get like gooey cheese when you break it apart. I think it's always going to be pretty solid.
Right.
But they didn't taste horrible. They, just it was, they just weren't great. They were closer to tasting stale. They didn't taste stale, but it was going in that direction. But those jalapeno cheddar bites were great. Dipping them in the ranch. They were really good. I also got a couple side sandwiches, Wags.
Well, real quick on this. First up, 2 questions. First up, how do they compare with Arby's, which we recently reviewed, I think probably for the 4th time? And then also, how
restaurants.
How is
with the great Larry Fong, by the way?
No,
that's right. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
The second thing is that conceptually they're not a true jalapeno popper. It's like diced jalapenos and cheese inside a little bit of breading. So it's a little bit of a different concept. But do you like that, or would you prefer a classic popper?
I think that I preferred the Arby's ones better, but these are a great fast food version of them. This is Arby's feels like a little bit of that in between, like we were talking about. It feels like a weird deli, and it feels like a weird restaurant fast food. And this is for Burger King, for the McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's tier. These are good. They're really. I thought they were really good. Arby's, I think, are a little bit better, but I loved them. I had a blast with these things. I ate all 4 of them. I got the smaller one.
No shit.
I also got a sourdough king, a double sourdough king. I'm checking the wording on this item, but the sourdough king, yes, the double sourdough king. It's 2 quarter-pound flame grilled beef patties with bacon, cheese, ketchup, and mayonnaise on toasted sourdough slices. Now here's the deal: the sourdough wasn't as grilled as I would like it to be. It looked. I'll show you a picture of it right now. There it is. See, it's not as grilled as you.
Yeah, I can mostly see the reflection of it.
It's mostly the ring light. All right, I'm going to turn the ring light off.
Screen.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So it
looks very sloppy.
It wasn't as toasted as I want to be. Nick, that being said, it was my bite of the night. I loved it.
Wow.
It was very, very, very good. I mean, like, I didn't eat the whole thing because my heart hurt by the time when I got home, my heart was already hurting. It just has been hurting for days.
Yeah,
my chest area. So I mean,
Right.
we gotta stop. We gotta start going to seasons. We need to just start doing seasons on the podcast.
Oh, wow. Spilling this now. This thing we've talked about. You just
We're gonna
put it
do
out there.
seasons.
You're
We're gonna do
teasing it.
seasons.
You can just do each of these restaurants each season, and that way, do Burger King once every season, and then do Carl's Jr. once every season, do McDonald's once every season.
I like it. I think you're mocking us, but I like it. I like
am,
this.
and I bet you do.
I'm on board with the plan, Mitch, but I also want to say I think that this is a note for both of us. I think we should just start ordering a meal's worth of food. I think instead of being like, I've got it, we're going and we're reviewing this, and I got to be comprehensive, and I got to get like 12 items. Let's just each be like, what is a meal I would get if I was eating at this place, and evaluate it on those terms, because that would be less harmful for our bodies.
And also probably the further you get into the meal, the less favorable those things get, because you're like, it's good, but it's too much. You're like, well, it wouldn't be if it was the first thing you ate.
Yeah.
Well, can I give a counterpoint, Wags?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking chance in hell.
Counterpoint taken. All right. I shall look at both of your arguments and deliberate. I have my decision with you in a few moments.
Look, you're probably right. I should eat normally. But look, we do it for the listeners too. Anyways, that's my excuse.
Yeah.
The large fries, they were good. The issue with the fries is that they were a little bit cold. I think BK's fries are back. I think they're good. I think they're good again. If you get a fresh hot batch, I think they taste pretty good. These were just a little, and I know that I traveled, but I had some when I was on the road, and they were just they were a little bit too cool. They It wasn't a hot fresh batch. But if you get the hot fresh batch, you're in business. And then I also got the spicy chicken, which is their branding on this now. The chicken, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, it's like cha-ching. That's what it is.
So.
Or it's like a chicken, like a chicken. Like a chicken
Oh,
ball.
that's good.
That's good.
Chicken. Yeah, that's good. That's better. That's probably what it is. I think their chicken sandwiches maybe second place to fucking Popeyes as far as the fast food chicken sandwiches go. It's
Hot
good.
take.
Well, I had a bite of the
It's
chicken
good.
sandwich. I think it's very good. But I mean, Popeyes, if they're not going to win the chicken sandwich war, they need to get out of town right now.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is
I
very
mean-
true. They should be winning the chicken sandwich wars.
Right.
They are. You know
That's
what?
what they do.
I maybe take back BK being second because I had the KFC chicken sandwich, and that was also very good, which they also should be good at that. So it was a situation where okay, Popeyes and KFC, you should both be good at making chicken sandwiches. And you know what? They both were good, but BK's I thought was surprisingly good. There was a good amount of spiciness on the sandwich, and then it comes with pickles on there. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I really thought it was my meal all around is making me think BK is back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me
We've
think
said it
BK's
before.
back. We've said it before.
We've said it before.
And we'll say it again. BK is back.
BK is back. The king is saying, I'm
Has it
thinking
ever-
I'm back.
Has it ever made it into the Golden Plate Club, Wags? Burger
It's
King?
gotten close. I don't know if it's fully gotten in there, but it's gotten close. I mean, we should just know this.
an average of 4 forks or above.
That's
Sam,
right.
to get into the Golden Plate Club.
Feels like you're leaning on our guest pretty aggressively here.
Yeah.
in
No,
advance of his
not at
review.
all. So if you want it in the Golden Plate Club, it's just like a 4 fork or above rating. But look, it's never been in the Golden Plate Club,
Burger King
but it's
hasn't?
back. It
I don't
never
think
has.
so.
That's nuts. What have you done with these past 4 times?
I think that I've given it 4 forks before, but I don't think it's ever.
We had we had a pretty bad visit. I think our first time we reviewed it, first or second time, Mitch, it was a real bad
and
experience.
BK
we went to a
wasn't
bad
back
one.
at that point.
It wasn't. Yeah,
back.
no, it wasn't.
BK wasn't
They
back.
hadn't-
Oh, okay. You went pre BK back.
Mhm.
That's right.
That was the issue, and now it's back. I mean, it is back,
Yes.
and I think the last few visits I've had there have been. You know who the last time we did it, was with your good friend Sam, Haley Mancini.
Oh yeah.
We I'm looking up the fork score right now. Wags, Haley gave it 4 forks. You and I gave it 3.5. We're the reason it didn't get in.
We're the reason.
You guys.
We're the reason. We're the
Okay.
reason it didn't get in for number 3. So
should have given us the reminder. Wait, we didn't review it again with Don't Stop or We'll Die.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. You're right. Doughboys, Don't Stop or We'll Die. We did review it again.
That whole season of Burger King reviews that you guys did.
That's right. Yeah,
we did
all of 2017 and 18.
Wags
really stretch it out.
It was almost back. Nick Weiger 4 forks. Mike Mitchell 4 forks. Paul Rust 4 forks. Michael Cassidy 3.75 forks.
7.5 forks. Just to be
composer of the Doughboys theme song. Yeah, I guess so. Dr. Tyne.
Mm-hmm. That's fucked up. We're no longer going to use the theme song because of that bullshit.
That theme song's gone. We got a new theme song on the way. It's composed by Bean Dad. So look for that. I'll speed through mine real quick. So a very regular meal for me this veggie year has been the BK Impossible Whopper. I love it. I have it all the time. It's delicious when I want something trashy but also filling. But I say trashy in an affectionate way. Like I want that, like Sam was saying earlier, that tier of fast food burger. It's just the best vegetarian option. It's delightful. And yeah, I think the fries are pretty decent. So I went for breakfast. And this is the same thing I did when we did Taco Bell recently with Lauren Balfe. Is I was like, I'll see what this is like, what the breakfast menu is like from a vegetarian perspective. I ordered on the app. I will say this. I really like this to its credit. There are vegetarian options available without making substitutions, which you can't get at a place like McDonald's or I don't even think Carl's Jr. Hardee's you can for breakfast. They might have one Beyond sausage sandwich, but I don't know if that's still on the menu. So that's great. I got 3 French toast sticks, nice and hot and well fried. A little cinnamony, and the maple dipping sauce I wish came warm instead of room temp. All that said, I'd just rather have a donut, but they're pretty good. I got the egg and cheese croissant sandwich and the egg and cheese biscuit. I think egg and cheese is more than enough to sustain this sandwich. This reminded me of this is like almost Dunkin' level, and Dunkin' for me and McDonald's are like, 1A, 1B in terms of fast food breakfast. So these were both good. I preferred the biscuit. I just thought the biscuit had more flavor to it, and I thought it was nice and buttery. I got the hash browns, which because of my BK loyalty rewards were upgraded from a small to a medium, which was nice. That's a nice perk. Their hash browns are good, Mitch. You like them hash browns? Those little discs they got?
I do. I do. I think, again, it's just location dependent. Like, I think you can get like cold, bad versions of them. Then I think you can get hot, crispy ones that taste great. So I think it is. Yeah.
I went to a very good McDonald's, the one on Sepulveda, which is right across from the office building I used to work in when I worked in video games, one of my video game jobs. And this has been a reliable Burger King, old standby, always does good work.
You said McDonald's at first. Yeah. Okay.
I know. I fixed it. There's a good McDonald's by there too, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's always been a good. All right, it's always been a good Burger King. Emma, just edit this whole thing so it sounds.
No, don't make him look good.
No, just edit it. All right, Emma's giving me the thumbs up.
Are you gonna edit all the racist stuff too?
Oh yeah, that's already gone. Don't worry.
Yeah, Emma, let's just to be safe for Mitch's sake. Honestly.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, well, Mitch has the movie coming out. I don't want him tied to me. I got the iced coffee. I also got an iced coffee vanilla small. Oh, what I was gonna say to the point of that being a good BK. They had the fryer on point that morning. The hash browns were well fried, and then I also got the iced coffee, the vanilla flavor, which I just don't love that vanilla. I think they use like Hershey's vanilla syrup. It just tastes very artificial. So it was sweet, and I love vanilla flavor, but vanilla is a flavor. It's not plain, but this just wasn't a good vanilla. I dumped most of this down the sink. All that said, a high quality breakfast. Sam, let's tell us everyone about your BK experience.
This wasn't BK breakfast. You kind of fucking surprised us here with this BK breakfast shit.
I've had so much of I've had the entire BK vegetarian menu so many times at this point. I was like, what am I going to gain from another visit? Let me see what breakfast is like, because I have my evaluation of the lunch and dinner side. That's my logic.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah. There you go. Counterpoint. I'm going to deliberate with your points, both of you, and I'll have a decision very soon.
My point.
In the meantime, I'll tell you what my So I went with I did a double Whopper meal because you just got to give it a chance. But I also I did a bunch of sides, and I also had like the original chicken sandwich.
Wow.
I did onion rings. I did chicken fries, and then for dessert I did the Hershey pie.
Oh yes, good pie.
I'll say the onion rings. I caught a bad batch because I think the onion rings, as far as Burger King goes, maybe their worst showing because I think they used the wrong onion. You know what I mean? It's like it's a soft, mushy onion. There's too much batter, and so I think it's not a good bite. And I think as far as the onion ring wars go, it's lacking. Their fries aren't great either.
It is funny because I felt like for such a long time Burger King was like they were lauded for their onion rings, right? Like I feel like it was like you go to BK and you get onion rings, right? And I haven't had them in a while, so this is interesting news to me.
And I'm not sure if they changed the onion ring. You know what I mean? Because I remember having onion rings there and they were really good. These ones were like mushy crap, and I was very upset
like that.
by them. The chicken fries though, terrific. And I'll say this.
Wow.
You don't need to dip them. In fact, they're best undipped because they're like a little spicy. They have like spicy breading. And I felt when I would use like honey mustard or barbecue, I would take away from the flavor. I just want to be munching on those chicken fries directly. I didn't dip it in ketchup. But I remember even when the commercials came out originally, I was like anti-chicken fries. It's like, don't call them that. It's not what they are. But
yes,
they fit a very interesting, like narrow sort of a space in the like tender / nugget / fry world. And I wonder if like in marketing they were like, we call them chicken straws or we call them chicken sticks. And you're like, no, chicken fries, and then people will know what they are and they'll kind of like get them. And I wonder also if they didn't try to do that same sort of thing that we're talking about for Cookout, where it's like, oh, you can get instead of regular fries, you get chicken fries. And I wonder if like the health department didn't like come down on that one. Like you simply can't.
But I also maybe they wanted us if chicken straws, they didn't want people dunking them in their fucking soda or something. I mean,
exactly.
It's chicken fry. I think so. You're coming around to the name chicken fries because I really do think it does work.
It does. I'm fully convinced now. Because like they are fries, but they're just made with chicken instead of potato, which sounds insane. But
yes,
they work. They work, and they don't need to be dunked. Onion rings, trash. Got the double Whopper, heavy duty. Couldn't even finish my first one because I'm so svelte and skinny that I was like, "Ooh, it's too much food for me." But really good. And I'll tell you, the fries just okay at best, but I stand by it. The Whopper is the top tier burger. It cleans up the mess of the other two. So the onion rings I'm not worried about. The fries I'm not worried about. That burger, so good. And the Hershey's pie was delicious, and small. So it's not like an overwhelming thing. Even if you try and share it, you're kind of like, oh, don't take more than one bite because there's only like 4 bites in this thing. So you don't feel so guilty getting one and eating one,
You bring up a good point because we had a tournament of champions, Pie Noon, and
that's right.
The Cinderella story was this Hershey's BK pie. It kept winning.
It
overperformed, and we really liked it. I think it for a fast food, a fast food chain as a dessert, it's one of the top tier desserts. It's for a pie. I mean, what they used to have a Dutch apple pie at Burger King that I like loved. It was my favorite thing, and it just really set them apart. And I think that it is obviously different. Like that was a different world where they were like these pies tasted fresher. They would heat them up, and with the Hershey's BK pie, like they're stored in a fridge, and I feel like they just get them shipped in the way they are, and they're good. Even still, they're
decent,
good. But back in the day, BK had good desserts. I mean, McDonald's has the McFlurry. It's got good ice cream. It's hard to beat McDonald's with
hard
that
to
stuff.
beat. They got the McFlurry. They got the just regular ice cream, like soft serve, the apple pie. You know what I mean? Like McDonald's is rocking the dessert. They really are.
Yeah. But this is a great entrant into it, and that's why it made noise. It's fantastic.
I agree.
I'm glad that you liked
Wendy's
it too.
with their Frosty is great. Wendy's Frosty is so good that it's part of the regular meal menu. Like, you don't even consider it a dessert. You know what I mean? It's the drink. You get the Frosty and you dip your fries. I don't dip my fries in it. That's crazy to me, but people do that.
And
I do it.
You're crazy.
Sam, here is a crazy thing, is that the last time when we visited Wendy's for the tournament, people were upset at us. It had a bad outing. It was not. It didn't.
Really?
It felt like there was maybe something going on with it where maybe they had changed some stuff up. But yeah, it did not do that well. So
Dave Thomas.
I know I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to the Thomas recipe, but it was not as good as it had been. So, but overall, a good experience, it seems, for you from BK.
Yes, truly.
Right.
Wow. Well, hey, if we've all recapped our meals, we should get to our final thoughts on this week's chain, Burger King.
What the hell? Well,
What?
if we've all recapped our meals, I guess we should get to our final thoughts.
Get him, Mitch.
What's wrong with a little bit of extra context?
You know.
Sam. Yeah, you're right. Sam, go out with your judgment on this one too, because that sucked.
Emma, edit all this stuff out.
Burger King, with it being such a front runner in the burger wars for so long, it's up for a lot of scrutiny. It's hard to take down the King, but then with good reason. Because that, again, I'm gonna say the Whopper is the tops. It's like if you are in a land war in the medieval times, you have a sword and a shield, so you are ready to rock. It's.
Can I be honest with you? I feel like I have like a chain around my neck, and they're like leading me into battle, like some sort of like cave troll.
Like I said,
right.
Troll. Yeah. Like, bring him. Boom, boom. They beat the drums as you come through mist, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's a Mitch!"
They unchain you, just immediately puke on yourself and collapse.
Like, oh.
Didn't work out.
We shouldn't have had him walk so far.
God damn it!
But I give my rating, right?
Yes.
Yeah, out of 5 forks.
Out of 5 forks, it's going to get 4.5 forks from me.
Wow.
4 forks, 2 tines. Very good score from Sam Richardson. Spoonman, go ahead.
Wow, Wags, it's looking good. Looking good so far. Wags, BK is back. And those Valley BKs, they're the place to go. You got to find your BK. That's my advice to everyone listening. Find your BK. Find your BK, the one that works for you. Go there, eat inside.
That's what a lot of us were doing during quarantine. We're finding our BK.
Find your BKs. And when the world opens up, go there, proudly take your mask off and order yourself up some food.
No.
Order and sit down and enjoy it in there, because honestly, that was the thing that bummed me out, is that I couldn't eat inside BK. I wanted to just sit and enjoy my meal inside BK. I mean, I would have looked like a monster ordering all the food I got. But find your BK, the one that works for you, because you know what, Wags? It's going to give you at least a 4-fork meal, which it's given here. 4 forks.
4 forks.
4 forks. Yeah, I almost want to go higher. It was a good.
We can.
Fine, 4.5 forks. I'm with Sam.
4 forks, 2 tines.
Yeah,
very
hand-holding
good
club.
score.
Mm-hmm.
It falls to me as to whether or not this enters the hallowed halls of the Golden Plate Club for the first time. Burger King, this chain that we've said is back, and with good reason. I'll say this: I can't get to 5 forks, because to me, there's just too much inconsistency across the menu and across locations, to your point, Mitch. But I think...
I'm so afraid you're going to Debbie Downer us right now.
No. Quite the opposite. I think based off of the breadth of vegetarian offerings, and then also just like, it's classic meat offerings, and I'll say this about the chicken sandwich. Natalie, my lovely wife, has had the chicken sandwich, and she said it's I think she said for a second it's maybe better than Popeyes, and then she walked that back, like she might have to get it again, but she definitely had a very good experience. Like, it's at least competitive in her head.
The fact that
Popeyes,
it's even in the competition
exactly
is high praise.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I'm in the hand-holding club with the two of you. I think I got to go 4 forks, 2 tines, and that means that Burger King, I get to say to you for the first time, welcome to the Golden Plate Club.
Wow.
I hope you stay a while.
Yes.
Make yourself at home.
There's a reason why I was here for the 5th one. That was to deliver it to the promised land.
Wow.
In the Burger King in Quincy, they're celebrating the first Burger King in Harlem. On the day this episode drops, everyone is celebrating the win.
That's right.
This big win.
They're sailors kissing ladies.
Wow, what a day, Wags. Burger King in the Golden Plate Club. What an episode.
What a moment. We'll see if it's still in here after next week's episode, Burger King 6.
With Chris D'Elia.
Oh, boy. Oh, we booked this a while ago.
War.
We'll be back with more Doughboys.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Slice, and I'm here to talk to you about today's sponsor. Now, CBD isn't about what you feel. It's about what you don't feel. Stress, anxiety, pain, all the rotten stuff. My voice cracked there, but it's because all that stuff scares me. It's all the rotten stuff. You don't want to feel the rotten stuff. Get rid of that stuff. And a good way to get rid of all those things is with Feels. Feels is a better way to feel better. Feels is a premium CBD that will help to keep your head clear and feel your best. It's hassle-free and delivered directly to your door. CBD naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness, and there's no hangover or addiction. Now, I've been stressed out. I got to move back west. I'm coming back with my mom and Wally and Irma, and I don't know how to get them back there. Do I stuff them in my shirt and they go crazy and they're running all over the place inside my shirt? Or do I put them in a cat carrier like a normal person? That's what I should do. But this is the sort of thing. I'm stressed out. I got anxiety. The world is opening back up. And that's a great thing. But back comes the stress. Back comes the anxiety. But you know what? With just a couple drops of Feels right under your tongue, you can feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important, and everyone's dose is different. And in fact, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience so that you find your perfect dose. The Feels customer service team is dedicated to making sure you get the best use of your CBD. And you know what? I got the best use of my CBD because I put a few drops under my tongue, and when I was back in LA, I just chilled out. I felt great. And you know what? You can too. Joining the Feels monthly membership makes your self-care easy. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. So start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/doughboys, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/doughboys to become a member and get 50% off automatically. Do it.
Welcome back to Doughboys. We are here with our guest, Sam Richardson. And hey, Mitch, it's time for a segment. That's right. I've got a food-related test, and Mitch and Sam must compete for superiority. It's another edition of Slop Quiz, this time Detreat edition.
Wow.
These are Detroit foodstuffs.
Oh, I'm going to get stomped.
As compiled by the Drop King Robert Persinger. Now, here's how this will
stomped.
work.
We'll see.
There is a year that each of these debuted. I am going to give you a number that is not the real year. You are going to guess whether the real year is under or over. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. All right, great. Here we go. And you can each guess on each of these. And you can guess the same thing if you like. It's up to you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's begin. The first one, Coney Island hot dog, 1925, over or under?
That's a good question. I think my initial reaction is under. I just feel like that. Like I feel like hot dogs were just even before that shit. Like I feel like it was like an even earlier street food. But
I feel like it might be over in the sort, but however, well, I feel like it's over, like with like a huge immigration thing, like Greek immigrants coming from like a big Ellis Island through to Detroit, sort of Greek immigrant, sort of bringing the hot dog Coney Island to Detroit.
That seems smarter. I just was going off of my feelings, which was there's no real reason, but I just was like, I feel like it's just been around longer. I mean, look.
Yes.
When the Red Sox won in 1918 and then they had a drought for 100 years, were they eating Fenway Franks? I feel like yes. That's where my head goes. So I'm going, and I know that this is Detroit, but I'm going earlier. I'm going to stick with it. We're going different ways.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And we're on the same page. Under is earlier, over is later chronologically. Great. All right. Mitch, you take it.
Wow.
Came out in 1917. The first Coney Island hot dog. 1917.
Wait, over means under? No, that's what I meant.
Wait, did you?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm genuinely confused. I should just say earlier or later, but we'll stick with over or under.
Yeah, I mean, that is better.
Wouldn't be a Doughboy segment if it wasn't a little bit confusing. Next up, ABC, which these notes tell me stands for almond boneless chicken. Almond boneless chicken.
Now, I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Honestly, I don't either.
Wow, okay. This is new to all of us.
And Sam knows his Detroit foods. I know
sure
that.
do.
So this is bad.
Dropking also likes to drop in some fake ones. I think.
Dear God. All right, so almond boneless chicken.
Yes.
So I guess a Detroit favorite, apparently.
I guess.
And what year's given for this?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Almond boneless chicken, 1945. Did it come out earlier or later? Under or over?
I have an answer for this.
Go for it.
Sam, I don't know if you'll agree with this, but in my mind, are we going boneless in 1945? That feels like a later thing to me.
I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
I feel like the idea of boneless and like calling it boneless chicken.
Yeah. It feels later to me. It feels later than 45, where you would just be happy to eat anything.
Exactly. And like you're not distinguishing between like a chicken breast. Like the idea of a chicken breast is boneless to begin with.
Yeah.
So you're just like calling it chicken at that point. You're not like boneless. Right. You're just a breast. So I feel it came out later.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going over.
Over.
It actually debuted in 1940. According to this. I also looked up.
Wait, so we got it right. We got it right.
Yeah. Perfect. Gun.
Oh, wait.
Did you?
Oh, no. Wait. No. Your stupid rules.
No, we did not.
All I can say is this segment is going flawlessly.
There's not a bone in this thing.
I looked it up. Also known as Chinese almond chicken.
Oh, I know Chinese almond chicken.
Chinese almond chicken. So it's almond boneless chicken is not the correct
everything.
acronym.
That really does. But whatever, it's fine. We got it wrong.
Chinese American dish, popular in the Detroit area. Okay, next up, let's see. I wonder if either of you have heard of this. Scotty Simpson's Fish and Chips. Did this come out before or after 1939? Scotty Simpson's Fish and Chips.
Scotty Simpson. I'm going to guess a year. Actually, I'm going to guess a specific year.
Wow.
19. What's the year of the decision?
1939 is the over-under.
1941.
Wow.
1941.
You know what?
Taking the over. Mitch?
I'm going with my good friend Sam on this one because Scotty Simpson, Bart Simpson 90s. I think he's closer to Bart Simpson than he is before it. So
Here you go.
later.
Sound logic. And let me tell you, you're not going to be saying dough because you both got it. You
Wow.
came out in 1950. You each get a point.
1950.
50. Okay.
That's pretty. I pretty impressive. You knew it was older than the 30s. So you've had this place, Sam, is my
Oh
guess.
yeah. Oh yeah. Scotty's a close personal friend of mine.
Very cool.
Wow. The guy who created it in the 50s?
Yeah, he's the very first Scot actually.
Wow.
Before
The
that,
first
when
one.
you said Scott, you were talking about a Scottishman.
Wow. Well, we're rubes, so we believe you.
Next one, Asian corned beef. Did this debut in 1981? Sorry, Asian corned beef, 1981. Did this debut before or after that year?
Before.
Asian corned beef, and the over-under is 1981.
I'll go
Before.
after just to make things interesting.
I'm going to say it debuted in the 60s.
Sam, you are correct. It is before, but not much before. 1978, it
Ooh,
actually
I'll be damned.
was first introduced.
All right.
All right, few
All
I
more
gotta
here.
stop opening my yap and going specific, like, and just be like before, and then look like a genius.
We're tied up,
next-
it seems, right?
You're
Yeah, we're
you're
tied.
knotted up at 2 apiece.
Okay.
Next one, Telway Hamburgers. And the over-under is 1953. Telway Hamburgers, 1953.
That's a good date.
It's a good one. Because part of me wants to say it's like on the dot 1953.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too.
You know?
After
I can
World-
say none of
World-
these are on the dot.
Okay.
Well, sorry. Well, there goes that fun. After World War II,
Would have just made it impossible.
after World War II, I don't know. This is tricky. Maybe earlier. I'll go. Maybe I'll go earlier, and like a year, like a couple years after the war, it started up.
All right, Mitch is taking the under. Sam, have you had a Telway hamburger?
I have not had Telway hamburger.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, actually, I've heard of them, and I've seen them eaten by other people. Nah, that one I don't know.
And I was in the restaurant sitting there, and I just did not partake in
Yeah.
any of the burgers.
We studied them in the Detroit school system.
I've had one in my mouth, yet I have not eaten
I
one.
had one in my mouth. I chewed it once or twice. Then I was asked to remove it. What was the year? 1953.
1953.
I'm gonna say before.
You both say before. You both get it. 1944.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Was the first year.
mid World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I've heard that stateside, as the I say I've heard. I watched Band of Brothers, and they said that like
You experienced.
Yeah, you were
at
there,
the end they were
essentially.
like, I was there. Yeah, they were like they're partying back home, like at the back end of the war. You know, like they were kind of like talking about. It was the opposite of war weariness, where people were just like returning to normal too quickly. So maybe that's what it was like in 1944. I don't know. Next up, Mike's Famous Ham Place. You'll like that, Mitch. Mike's Famous
No.
Ham Place.
Why will I like that?
It's your name.
And ham.
And famous.
It's a place, buddy.
You're always at places.
Famous is the thing that relates to me the least in that entire name. Place
1955.
works better.
Mike's Famous Ham Place, 1955 is the over or under. Do you think it was earlier or later than that date? Than
It
that
would
year?
shock me that if this was later, because this seems like a place that shouldn't be later.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have kind of like a funny name. So maybe that does make it a little like Mike's Famous Ham Place does make me think that maybe it's a little bit older. Maybe I'll go over. Maybe I'm going to go over because of the name. The name gets me to think over.
Did you think more contemporary?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I was gonna say over also, but like very close to over. I'm thinking it's like late 50s.
I was surprised that this place actually debuted in 1974.
74.
Seems too
Holy
recent.
shit.
Seems like an old-timey place, but you both get it. You both get a point. Knotted up at 4 apiece. This is a barn burner.
Whew.
As we go into our final few here.
Final few.
75 questions, huh? All right.
We have a lot of options. I made cuts to this list too.
You did?
Wow.
I did.
Have you cut? Okay, there I was about to say, if you cut
Okay.
Verner's, Sam
Yeah.
will punch you.
I did not
True.
cut Verner's. Verner's is on here. Over under 1878. Going back to the 19th
All right.
century.
Sam, you should just let me guess first
Yeah,
because
go
this
ahead.
is you probably just know
Verner's.
this. 1878, you said?
Yes.
Jesus. Over?
Mitch says over. More recent than
1878 is
1878.
old.
Sam?
I think it's under.
Sam is correct. 1866.
Yeah.
Jesus
Verner's
Christ.
has some history behind
My
it.
dad worked
Sam
in a
takes
Verner's
the
factory
lead.
as a young man.
Wow.
Mhm.
Sam, when we were in Atlanta, you had some Verner's ginger ale. You had a big pack of it. Which did you have to fly? Did you have to get it sent in? Or-
Now Verner's is on the same like distribution track as Dr. Pepper. So I think you can find it in stores. It used to be like a difficult thing to try and track down. But I do have to send myself Faygo. You can't just find Faygo anywhere. But Dr. Pepper, Verner's you can find in most grocery stores.
We did a whole episode where we tried Faygo. We drank a bunch of
That's
different
right.
Faygo, and it was
That's right.
fantastic.
I love Faygo.
Verner's, you say that's your favorite ginger ale, correct? That's the number one.
I think it's number one. Yeah. Second being Canada
Wow.
Dry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I like
hey, Faygo was mentioned, and that's our final question.
Wow.
Faygo, the over-under, 1930.
I'm gonna go under just because Verner's was even earlier than I thought. So before 1930.
Yes, sir.
Mitch takes the under.
Sorry to match you because we need to be different in order for you to have a chance to win. But I'm going to say under as well.
Damn it.
You are both correct. 1907. I was floored by
Holy
this.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Over a century of Faygo.
it's true.
1907, the first Juggalo drank
The
Faygo.
very first Juggalo was hatched
A big egg.
from a black and white egg.
Black and white egg. Opened like one of the eggs in Aliens.
His name was Egg Crusher. Egg Yolk Crusher.
It's only fitting that the king of Detroit beats me at the Detroit trivia question.
Yeah.
So,
Only fitting. And Sam, you win. And by the way, quick shout out to Street Fight Radio, Mitch, who joined us.
That's right.
for that Faygo podcast. Our buddies
dudes.
Brian and Brett over there. And hey, that was Slop Quiz D-Treat edition, just like a restaurant without your feedback. Let's open up the feedback. Today we have an email from Josh K. Josh writes, "The world's cereal mascots are called to compete in Mortal Kombat. Who do you think would win the tournament? What's your tier list? For my money, Tony the Tiger and the Cookie Crisp Wolf will be there at the end, but I'm not sure who would win. Some sort of Super Smash Brothers scenario with the entirety of the cereal mascot roster.
now look,
Who wins?"
That's
I
a
don't
good
say this
question.
often,
Uh-huh.
but this is a fucking genius question. This may be the best question we've ever got. This is really good.
I've got thoughts.
Well, look,
Let's hear him.
I got a thought. There was one that came to my head immediately, and
Yes.
and look, could you say Count Chocula is immortal, lives forever, has the power of immortality and can fly around, turn into a bat, but also, who the biggest mascot and who the most jacked cereal mascot is in all the land, and it's Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger is just fucking ripped.
Yeah.
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 And he's a
an alpha, too.
tiger.
He's a tiger.
I mean, look, I mean, Frankenberry. Look, what would win in a fight? A tiger versus a bear? Because is it the honeycomb? What is it? It's the
honey crisp, sugar crisp,
sugar.
Can't
Oh,
get enough of that sugar crisp.
sugar bear.
Sugar. I did not like Wag singing that. It didn't feel right for some reason. But
The lyrics in the title.
See, that's why he knows it.
Tony the Tiger is. But is Count Chocula? Is Count Chocula, is he immortal? That's the big question.
Right.
Also, the Cookie Crisp guys, when they were burglars, one of them had a gun, right?
That sounds right.
It's a violation of his
there was a
parole.
burglar. Yeah. They were old time robbers like the Hamburglar. They had the masks. There was one, I think, human and one dog. I think that was the deal.
Yes.
I don't know if they had,
and then there used to be
a gun or
cop
not.
who would chase them around.
Yeah, there's a cop.
And
That's right.
and the dog couldn't help but say Cookie Crisp, and then the burglar was like, "You fucking stupid dog! Oh my god!" And they'd have to go running away.
Now, my question is the Booberry's ghost? Is he just like? But also, he can't. The Booberry's ghost can't really win either, right? He's not going to be able to
In
do
fact,
much.
Blueberry's ghost is a ghost because he probably lost like an earlier round of the cereal wars.
He was Captain Crunch.
He was kept. Well,
And he
here's
was
my.
killed.
Here's my. It's funny you say that because I wonder. We don't know what Captain Crunch's actual background is. He's a Navy captain, right?
That's a good point.
Is he a
good
Navy
point.
SEAL?
He could.
Does he have fucking
he
training?
could be. He very well could be a Navy SEAL. He was maybe thrown in the water until water filled up in his lungs. The training that SEALs get. That's insane.
That's why he has that voice, you know? He's like, oh, because it still his lungs are still overflowing with water still. And that damn temptress, the sea, won't let him sleep.
Now, I gotta say, there was a Mario cereal. Do we count these one-off cereals? Do we count the Mr. T
I don't
cereal?
think so. I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think
I
they're in
think
the
it's got to be a
pantheon.
dedicated mascot.
Okay.
Trix Rabbit's dead right off the bat.
Yeah.
Lucky doesn't stand a chance.
But the Trix Rabbit, he is tricky. Yes, you're right.
But
He's
you know
just
what I
a
mean? He's
rabbit.
very passively tricky.
Yeah, and he gets fooled. I think he gets bested by children a lot. I don't think that
every
speaks
turn he
well.
does. And he's begging them for his own cereal. It's sad and embarrassing.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
The Honey Nut Cheerios bee just stings one person and then is dead
And then
by
he
the
dies
rules
himself.
of bees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently
Snap, Crackle, Pop, there's 3 of them, so that's big too.
That Honeycombs little monster from the 90s.
Yeah.
The honeycombs, we want honeycombs.
Oh, that's big.
That's true.
That's a scary looking mascot.
Scary looking mascot. He's nuts.
Yeah.
I brought up Count Chocula's Wikipedia, and they say his first name is Alfred. Did you know this? Count
No.
Alfred Chocula?
Okay, he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it less fun. It makes him less scary.
Less scary. But yeah, exactly.
So I've narrowed mine down.
Yeah.
I got Tony the Tiger, and the other guy I'm kind of thinking of right now is the Quaker Oats guy.
Barely a cereal.
Quaker Oats
Barely a
guy.
cereal.
You know that he's probably just like the captain there. He could probably fuck some people up. But I think I have an answer. I got to root for the home team. That's right. The Lucky Charms leprechaun.
Wow.
Out of nowhere.
He's got the power of a leprechaun, which, as we've seen in the movies, the leprechaun movies, it's pretty fucked up. He can fuck some people up. I'm going leprechaun, Lucky the leprechaun. He's going to win the Mortal Kombat event. He's got magic on his side, and I think that he can even defeat Count Chocula if he's immortal.
Yeah. It was between the badass commando captain of Crunch, which also, let me say this, so his name is Captain Crunch, as in his specialty is breaking bones, probably.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't get that name just for shit. Like, he is Captain Crunch. Like, that means he probably like curb stomp people. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He is.
Put Putting in that context, since it doesn't evoke serious, I think it makes you think of like Sergeant Slaughter. It sounds
Exactly.
menacing. Yeah.
You know, it's in the same kit. Sergeant Slaughter, Captain Crunch, Commando Crush. You know, like these are like. So that said, I think
My head went immediately to American History X when you said curb stomping people. It gave me a look into Captain Crunch that I did not want to. I did something that I did not want to associate with him with. But but you're right, Captain Crunch. I mean, he's an old salty dog.
He's an old salty
That's
dog.
true.
He's seen a lot of shit, and you know, he's probably done a lot of shit. But that said, I think the fact that you have this bipedal, huge-chested, huge-armed tiger,
Yeah.
because we haven't even seen him use his claws yet, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just he'd wreck anybody with like a punch from that tiger arm, and like that's him on two legs. If he got down on all fours and really started like chasing after you,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think you're freaking done. And he has the power to bring out the tiger in you. So I think that is, I think he wins. That's like his finishing move.
Wow.
I think that look, that was my first thought, and I think you're right. I think Tony the Tiger.
It's hard to compete with that. He's also just like, let's be honest, he's hot as shit.
He's
like
sexy,
he's like the hunkiest, super sexy. I'm gonna go with an offbeat pick, and I am going to say, think of this in a fighting games context.
Let me guess, sexy Hamburglar.
No, Mitch. I was going to stick to cereal mascots. I was going to say like the Duck Hunt dog and the Duck Hunt dog combo in Smash Brothers, like Banjo-Kazooie, like the Ice Climbers, a combo character, Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Wow.
The Rice Krispies guys, the Triforce of Rice Krispies. I think they could be a potent matchup for anyone in this competition.
You're so wrong, but it's not. That is nice of you.
They could hit you with some razzle dazzle. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's all they've got. I think in the movie of this, right, they're pretty early on because they're like, oh no, I have to fight all three of these guys, and you're like, yeah, but and like each one represents something different, right? Like the Triforce, one is mind, one is body, one is spirit. But then like once you clue in and you notice that while one is attacking, the other two are like hanging back, or while two are attacking, one is hanging back. You figure that out and you knock them out, and then they don't know what to do, and then that's how you know that the character who's doing it is going to win the whole tournament.
Yeah,
that's good.
We can just punch these 3-foot tall men.
Exactly.
Like this is trivial.
That's my argument to that.
No, that's fair, and it's hard to refute. But hey, let us know who you think would win in this brawl. Hashtag Super Smash Brothers Bowl. And if you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at doughboyspodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GO-DOUGH. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Double, our weekly bonus episode, join the Golden or Platinum Play Club at patreon.com/doughboys. Sam Richardson, The Tomorrow War is out tomorrow. I've seen the film. I really, really enjoyed the film. You're great in the film. Mitch is great in the film. I hope everyone